One of the most difficult things to do in an account transaction, and the thing that makes buyers very uncomfortable, is being able to verify the legitimacy of the account. Because of that, they want to be able to log in before they pay. However, an account seller has something valuable. They have usually items and gold that could be looted and sold off of the account if they give access to an unknown person. So neither one feels safe in resolving the situation of the legitimacy of the account. There are, however, several different techniques that you can employ to verify the legitimacy of an account and know that someone has the login information without you logging in yourself. And I'm going to give you these techniques now. The first thing you can do is to, after you have their armory link, have them send you a mail message in the game to a character that you own. What that does is it lets you know that they actually do have the login to that account. They have more than just some armory link that anybody can look up and anybody can claim that they own any character. The next thing that you can do to verify an account without you needing to log in is to have them create a character profile with alakazam.com or rpgoutfitter.com. With profiles from these services, due to the way that data is stored and the profiling service works, it's virtually impossible to spoof an account. It would be a very painstaking process to create a profile that matched an armory profile. So most people wouldn't go through that much work for a couple $100 to sell a fake account. The character names can be anonymized. The amount of gold can be spoofed, but that's about it. And if you or another person is concerned about having a profile that you're showing to others that has your name in it, I do have guides at rpgreseller.com on how to anonymize the name in a profile for greater safety. If a person doesn't feel safe putting out an armory link, they can just make an Alakazam profile and an RPG outfitter profile, and both of those together verify the legitimacy of the other. I would like to take a moment and talk about RPG Outfitter for a moment. I'm planning on beginning to use them as my primary profiling service, and the reason for that is because an RPG Outfitter profile is actually superior to the Armory, which is pretty impressive to beat a company at its own game. And the areas where RPG Outfitter really excels is that their profiles load way faster. They are highly accurate, although the Armory will always be more accurate than anything. What RPG Outfitter does that the Armory doesn't is that it is possible for a person to load up their recipes and show you what trade skill recipes they know. Also, an RPG Outfitter profile can display the amount of gold that you have, and most importantly, it allows you to show what's in your bank. If you have a high-end account, you probably have so many valuable items that you can't even fit them on all the bags that are carried on your character and would be showed in a regular profile. You need a profile that shows what's in the bank as well. Specifically, if you have stockpiled a lot of trade skill goods that can be easily worth several thousand if you do a lot of trade skilling. I'm going to backtrack for a moment and talk about logging in, which is one thing that a lot of people ask for to verify an account. And I want to address why it's bad, why you don't want to allow someone to log into your account. From a seller perspective, your concern is going to be two things. First, if you give someone access to your account, they can sell your items, they can sell your gold and log out, and you're left with nothing other than the no trade items. The other concern that you'll have is that suddenly a foreign IP address is on your account, and that increases your risk factor when you're selling the account. Today I actually had a customer who wrote in a very concerned letter to me, and he was worried that the original owner that he had purchased from had recalled the account. Upon investigation, I found that what had happened is Blizzard became aware of too much foreign IP activity on the account. And I'm a broker, and what I've been doing to verify accounts is I've been logging into them, and that's going to change tonight, actually. What happened is that first there's the original owner. His IP is on the account. We have a picture of account activity. He logs in between the hours of X and Y, and he plays Monday through Thursday or whatever. It creates a bit of a profile for him. And then that profile, that regular activity, gets broken when I log in as a broker, and I log in maybe 2 or 3 times to take screenshots of characters, and each of my sessions is only a few minutes because that's all I need to profile an account. Then the account goes dead. Not only that, but maybe the subscription runs out. That's very common with accounts that are waiting to sell, is that the subscription runs out or they go onto game cards. And each of these things adds just a little bit more suspicion for the detection methods of Blizzard to react to. So there's the seller's IP and his activity, and then there's mine, and then the account goes dead, the account goes expired, and then it's activated, and suddenly the entire profile changes because the person that is playing the account now has a totally different IP address than has ever been on it before, and they're playing hours and days. What makes up their profile, so to speak, is different. And it's been suggested by a few people that Blizzard has a method of profiling regular account activity and noticing when that activity undergoes changes. And if things change enough, then the account will be temporarily suspended, and Blizzard will investigate and ask the registered email of the account to identify yourself. Send us in a photo of your ID. Tell us what street you used to live on, and they'll ask for a lot of information. Which leads me to another thing, a little tangent. When you're purchasing an account, be sure to get all of the information that's necessary. There is a guide on that as well on my website, rpgreseller.com.